Okay, we're going to have a look at an app called SpeechBox, and when you open the app up, you'll notice that you are presented with a beautiful layout of some picture boxes on the screen. But before we get into that, let's have a look at what we have on the right hand side. So you'll notice up here some symbols. If you click on the padlock, it'll say hold for 3 seconds, and then you can put the parental lock on and stop any editing taking place within the app. Click on the plus sign, we get the option of adding a box of our own photos and stuff like that, which is really exciting, and I'll show you how to do that. Going on to the settings, very simple: female voice, male voice, custom prompts on, and use prompts on or off. Now, custom prompts allows you to record your own voice with the pictures that you put in yourself, or record over the sounds of the apps of the voice that's already on there. You can share it: Facebook, Twitter, App Store review, or email. And of course, the most important thing, it comes with a nice set of instructions on how to use this if any time you get stuck on what any of the symbols or icons may mean. And it's great to have that. So when we go to the main screen, you'll notice, like I said, all the boxes are laid out. Now as we scroll down, the articulation sounds are all there. On the ones at the bottom, we have body, clothing, colors, family, farm animals, food, letters, machines, numbers, and zoo animals. And the great thing about this is you can add your own box at any time and create whatever categories you want to have in those boxes. And like I said, either using the photos provided or using your own photos or the photos you take with your with the camera. And like I said, I'll show you how to do that. But let's start off by having a look at one of the boxes, and let's click on M sounds, for example. And what you'll notice when this opens up is the pictures start to jump onto the screen. Very beautiful pictures, professional photography here. And down the bottom of the screen, you'll see initial, medial, and final. Now, we're on initial to start. They all open up with initial highlighted. And you can see there are 42 pictures remaining. So let's go ahead and explore this screen. So when you click on an image,
map,
it brings it to the front, and then it says what it is. And you can click it again
map
to repeat that word. Down the bottom here, you'll notice you've got some other symbols. Now, if you click on the notepad, you can actually add a note to this picture, so that if they're having an issue with it, or they aren't saying it possibly correctly and stuff, you can add your notes and save that, so that when this picture pops up, the instructions will appear on the bottom saying if there was an issue, or if or certain things like that. One of the other great features is if you look at the click on the microphone, you can actually record it yourself or have the child do it, which I find is much more beneficial, obviously. Map. Once they've done that,
map,
you can save it, and then whenever you're on the picture,
map,
it'll be the child's voice, or the therapist, or the teacher's voice, or even the parent's voice. Now, when you're done with the pictures, you can swipe them off the screen like this. If you have one that
milk
you're working on and it's not quite right, but you want to keep it in the box, you simply pinch the screen and it pops right back in, and you're back in there. Now, if you want to look at a different part of the app, of the box, if we click on final, for example, it'll work on the final part of the word, and we've still got initial highlighted, so it's adding more pictures to the box. You'll notice that we've now got 78 or 76 pictures added to the box, and we can work on that part as well. If you just want to work on final, you would unhighlight initial, and you'll see all of the pictures jump back out, and we're left with the final ones, which are 37 of the pictures available,
thumb,
and so on. Now, another really neat part about this app is if you pull up a list here, it'll highlight all of the words that you have within that category that you're working on. So what I really like, and you can highlight and unhighlight the ones you want to show, but what I really like about this is you can have the kids actually rummage through this as if it were a photo box, like you got all your photos in a pile. And let's say you know that there's a lamb in there and you want them to associate what you're asking them to find the picture. So let's find the lamb. So the fun part is they have to not only concentrate on the articulation side of this app, but they can find the pictures as well.
Lamb.
And bring it up. And then you can swipe that out of there once it's done. Let's go back out to the main screen. So that's how all of the sounds work, and they all work in exactly the same way. If we look at the boxes down on the bottom here, you'll notice that we've got colors. Let's click on that, and again the same thing, a bunch of colors highlighted here, and you can highlight any ones you want to work on or any issues they have. Now imagine the endless possibilities. You create a category of toys, of household equipment, kitchen equipment, bedroom equipment, you know, things like this that you really want to work on, and have the child learn and associate the words, or even the beginning of the words and middle and end of the words, as in speech therapy. So again,
yellow,
you would go through that and so on, and you can add the sound at any time. Now let's go back out and add our own box. So we want to add a box. We'll call it test, just for fun, make it easy. We'll use the settings acquired, and we'll go into that box, and we want to add some pictures. You'll notice that it is an empty box. Create new or select existing. So let's create new. I'm going to show you one really cool thing about this app is we'll go to a photo album, and let's see, we'll have a picture of Alex. Let's put him in there. You can have light text or dark text. We'll leave that as it is. We'll type Alex on that, and we will speak his name, Alex. When we save the picture, you'll notice his picture is now in that box. So you can add as many pictures as you want in any way you want. When you click on him,
Alex,
it pops up. Now, if we go back into here, we can also add notes, like on the other parts. And one other thing that we can do is we can select a category. So, for example, if you wanted Alex to become not just part of the box we created called test, but a part of another box, for example, one that's already on here, I believe it's called family. I'll just scroll through to find that. You simply highlight that, go back out, save the picture, and then when you go into the main area here, Alexander, I already created it before, but Alexander is part of that family box. And because I did it before, there's two of them, but that's how it works. And very simple to
Alex,
adjust or delete. Just click delete and it will take it out of the box. And you have that one box in family right there. So that's a basic overview of this app. And like I said, endless possibilities, amazing graphics that come with it, a huge amount of photographs that you can create and take your favorite ones and create your own boxes and have a lot of fun. And one final thing, the one thing I want to show you that is also really great about this app is when you go back in to the box we created, for example, just has Alexander in there. But if you click on the airplane at the top here, you can then share that box with anybody you like, and it gives you instructions. You simply email it to them. It tells them how to download it to their app, and then they can use that within their app. So it's something that could be used between therapists and home, or teachers and home, or you could even send it to your therapist or your teacher, show them what you're working on, and so on. So like I said, endless possibilities, very, very good app, and take a look, SpeechBox.